All right, so I just dropped off my car to get some work done. I got a loaner car, so we got about 3.5 hours or so. I'm trying to make $400 to cover the cost of the repair. We're gonna start off here in one of my favorite stores, Plato's Closet. So I'm gonna go in there. If I see anything cool, I'll give you some clips and I'll show you what I found afterwards.
Alright, we're starting off here in the long sleeves. I thought this brand was really interesting. I'd never seen it before, but I looked it up. It's only worth like 20 bucks. So of course we're gonna pass on that for 10. But just a little bit further down the rack here, we do have a Henley hoodie from the brand Free Fly. They do like bamboo performance material stuff. So it's not going to sell for a whole lot, like 25 to 30, but it is only $6. So we will pick that up. There was a whole pile of these Patagonia shirts. They're all short sleeve. I looked them all up by sell code. They weren't really worth anything. Same for the Rock Revival shirt. Men's jeans are good from that brand, but shirts not so much. Here's a brand you should be looking for, Psycho Bunny. These t-shirts, not worth a whole lot, but this one I had to pass because there was a lot of staining in the armpits. I know it's not really coming up. Here we got a Faraday pocket t-shirt. I was really surprised this came from Stitch Fix. Usually when I see the Stitch Fix tag, it's on something that's not really good. So for $6, we're going to take this. It's worth like 30 to 35. You got to pay attention to your details here. We see just that tiny little logo sticking out, just barely poking out. Let's go look at that. And these are some Bird Dogs line shorts. These go for like 25 to 35 depending on your size and color. These are a little bit faded out, so I went low on these, list them for 22.
Alright, I'll be honest, we didn't do super great. Only a couple items. So we got some Bird Dog shorts. These are a little bit faded. I don't know if you can tell. Looks like they've just been used and washed a lot, but they're only tagged at 7, so I can probably still sell these for like 22 to 25. So still a pickup. This is a new brand to me. Some of the stuff looked like it did really good, but this is just a basic shirt. It's a Cotton Citizen, and the super basic stuff like this, they price pretty cheap. So that was only tagged at 4. Still probably sell for like 20 bucks. So next we got this is a brand I am like cooled down on. I'm not picking up any of the polo shirts, not picking up a lot of the shorts if they're too expensive. The Free Fly, this is a Henley hoodie. This sells for like 25, 30 if I'm lucky, but it was only $6, so it could have done worse. It's still good enough for me. Man, it's tight in here. What we got? This is some Nike Tech. So these are joggers. I just turn on the wipers. Whew. These were $14, but I mean, they're probably gonna sell for like 40 at least. We'll see. Then last item, I was kind of surprised. So this is a Fair t-shirt. It's just a little pocket tee, but someone got it in their Stitch Fix box, which usually if it has a Stitch Fix tag on it, it's not good. It's the first time I've actually seen like a good brand come out of one of those boxes. So I did double check just to make sure it wasn't like a really bad item, but it looks like it still sells for 25 to 30. Some of the sales were up to 35, so only $6. Nothing crazy. I don't feel like counting up the profit now. I'll try and like put a number on the screen, but if I don't, what are you gonna do about it? All right, next door is a Goodwill. Hopefully it's better than this. I just realized I'm gonna show back up to the dealership with this just random pile of clothes. I'm just gonna have to like bare hand all of it, trying to take it back to my car. So we're gonna try and find a bag I can put all this stuff into. So we'll deduct that out of the profit total. All right, we just got 8 things for $84.56. That stop was definitely better. I'll start off with the biggest purchase, more than half of the purchase price, or the total cost. It's a Patagonia men's nano puff vest. A lot of you guys are gonna think this is crazy that I would do this, but it's 43 bucks. So I expect this to sell for about 80. You know, maybe I should have done the math beforehand, but maybe that's bad. but yeah, paying up for sure. But I do like to pay up for really quality items. I checked it over pretty well. There's no flaws, nothing. All the zippers work, no burn holes, no stains. So worst thing that can happen for me is I just have to return it. My stores do 14-day returns, so if I look it over again at home and I don't like it, I'll just bring it back. So this is a vintage Eddie Bauer chamois shirt, and it's still got the tag on it. So this was $13, so a little pricey, but the cheapest sales on these were like 40 bucks. So sell-through wasn't super good, but should be making money. Should sell eventually. All right, this is a new brand for me. Savage Tacticians Co. I don't know. It reminds me of the like the Black Rifle Coffee stuff. So just a little snap up shirt. It's got some camo with like random stuff. Like there's helicopters on here. But it's only $5, and it looked like it'll sell for like 25. It is a size 2X too, so good size. All right, this one's a little bit of a risk. It was only $5, but let's say Hollister, just really basic. It's like a knit shirt, a polo shirt, but this style of collar, this is called a Johnny collar. The sell-through when I looked up Hollister Johnny collar polo was 300%. Not good prices. A couple people ran auctions, they got like $9 or something. But I do think I can get at least 20 bucks for this. So I'm gonna try it, a little bit of an experiment. I think it should be good. These were both good pickups, I know for sure. So these last two items were $5 each. So cut off there, but I've never seen this brand before, so I was really excited. And the tag looks great. What is this? Freeman Sporting Club, and I saw Made in USA right up on the top. So very interesting. Every time I see Made in USA on like a modern item, it's very interesting. Some of these were listed super high, but it looks like they're gonna sell more like 35 to 40. So oh wait, there's 3 more items. Never mind. Yeah, a little vintage Carhartt. This is just a flannel, but it's only $5. So these vintage ones were selling for like 30 to 40. So this is the actual last item. This is a brand a lot of people tell you to cool down on, and they're not wrong. Like for their golf polos, definitely wouldn't be buying those unless it's a crazy pattern and it's cheap. The Travis Matthew, only $5 on there. This is a hoodie. It's very lightweight. It's Henley. It's probably gonna sell for like 25, 30 bucks. I do really good with Travis Matthew, like full zip jackets and hoodies. So I would recommend looking those up whenever you find them. I think we still got like an hour and a half-ish to look for stuff. Didn't find a bag, so that's still on the list. And I will try to remember to update the profit number, the estimated profit. I forgot it's senior discount day today. So I had to park all the way back there because you seniors be door dinking me.
If you want to be the proud new owner of one of the most underwhelming used leather jackets you've ever seen, come on down to Savers, get yourself one for the low price of $89.99. This is ridiculous. I wish Savers would just drop the whole like charity angle and just fully embrace their status as a for-profit thrift store, because stuff like this is... Let me cut myself off. I could go on for hours about Savers being sketchy. I'll just say, Savers, you need to do better.
Okay, so I forgot to record the last bit. So while I was shopping in Savers, they called me, let me know my car was done. I did get some good news as well. I'll just show you the stuff I got first though at Savers. So Eddie Bauer, this is a, I think it's 650. It is a downfilled coat, EB 650. I'm almost never able to find the exact like model name. So it's really helpful when it says like EB 650 on it. So that's something I can put in my title. I liked this one because it has the hood. The ones with the hoods have more value. So I expect to get like $40 for that. I forgot we're doing profit calculations on this one. So $11.49. I did have 20% off today. Let's see. You got this Abercrombie and Fitch. This is a military style jacket. I don't know if there's an actual model name for this. I don't think it's Adirondack. That's those fur-lined ones. Big old Abercrombie and Fitch. Also $11.49. I saw some comps going as high as like 80 bucks. I'm gonna look a little bit more for when I'm doing the profit calculations, because I feel like 80 bucks might be a little bit ambitious. We'll see. All right, I love picking up this type of stuff. This is just a basic vintage crew neck, but this color is so good. I love these light browns, like the faded out brown. It's just a Lee, is it cotton blend? Tag $6.29. So let's see, we got some. These are size 3XL tall Polo Ralph Lauren rugby shirts. So these rugby shirts, they're not worth crazy amounts normally. It's a little bit thicker. Oh, this is one of the fleece ones. I just noticed the inside is like fleece lined. Okay, I think that's a little bit more valuable. I have found one of these before, but when I say rugby shirt, I'm talking about they have like the rubber buttons. There's like the additional stitching here. A lot of them will have like elbow patches, like there'll be an extra layer of fabric there, but these ones do not have that. There's two. I always love when there's duplicates of things, so it's easier to list. This one has a flesh pony. That's what that's called when the horse is like multicolor instead of a solid color. This is a normal one, no fleece liner, $10.79. This is cool. I don't get a whole lot of hats, but this one stood out. Harley Davidson, and then it's got, yeah, that's nice. $6.49. I've been looking up a lot of Harley stuff recently since it's super popular with the Y2K kids. This probably isn't gonna sell to a Y2K kid, but you can see it looks a little older. I think this is Union made. Yeah, that's what that little stamp right there is. So there were some really good comps for the other Harley logo, so I'm hoping this one can go for like 40 to 60. Let's see. Sneaky little find. I almost didn't notice this, but so when I'm flipping through the racks, if I see a shirt that doesn't have the tag and I see the seam running down the middle of the back, it's like 9 times out of 10 when I find it, it's Lululemon, and then the 1 time out of 10 that it's not Lululemon, it's like the Old Navy Active or something like that, or whatever the Target one's called. I forget. I hate Target for copying Lululemon. There we go. So I shouldn't say 9 out of 10 times. I think the Target ones do copy that seam that's in the back, or this seam. So, but I got lucky. They didn't notice that this was Lulu, so $6.79. All right, this rolled out on a new rack. It's not a crazy find. Dropkick Murphys. Boom. Big old hit on the back. This is $9.49. So normally when I'm buying like band merch, if there's not like there's usually gonna be like a screen print that has like this one would have like the Dropkick Murphys name like printed in the back, and then it'd have like the registered trademark or something like that. This one, it just has the tags that were on the blank, but this one is on a high quality blank. Like if someone was just trying to like rip off the Dropkick Murphys and like make fake merch, I don't think they would be using super high-end blanks for their stuff. So I meant to go check and see if the other blanks were also, or see if the other hoodies were also on these blanks, but I forgot. So it's on an American Apparel blank, if you're wondering. This is a Nike Milwaukee Bucks. I think this is called the Showtime jacket. It's like the NBA equivalent for like NFL on-field gear. I think players wear this for like warm-ups on the sideline or stuff. So, is it 10? I think. I hope it's 10. I hope it didn't pay. Yeah, $10. All right, this is not a super great item, and there is a little stain on it, but you're mostly looking for boots from this brand, Tecovas. Their boots are super high-end, worth a lot. It's at $8.29, I think. probably like a $25 shirt. It's nothing crazy. This one is surprisingly good though. If you don't know this brand, which I've talked about it multiple times, so hopefully you have seen it. Buck Mason. It was only $5.79. Very unassuming shirt. It's just cotton. It's not like something crazy. I think this is called like the brushed twill one pocket shirt. And some of them were selling for up to 50 bucks. So I'm gonna get 35 at least for this. So I ended up finding out that I bought an extended warranty when I bought the car, and I thought that I had already like exceeded that, but apparently that's still good. So I ended up paying, I think it was like $193. Yeah, so $193.66. That's our number to beat. I can tell you without a doubt, beat that number. So I'm gonna keep the goal set at the 400 something. I'll pick like, let's just say 400 bucks. Hopefully I beat that. Let's find out. It's time for the final recap. See if we hit our the goal or not. So I'm going by the original goal of hitting $400. So I went ahead. I listed all the stuff I could list. Some of it had like stains and stuff. So not everything is listed yet. I just put like an estimated value for that stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and run through these numbers. And I also went to the bins yesterday for the first time in probably like a year. So I'm taking that out of the dryer. I'll show you guys what I got while I talk about these numbers. So the first number, $722.88. That is the overall like estimated listed value of everything. The very first thing I did to that number was I multiplied it all by 80%. I'm assuming I'm gonna take like 20% off offers on every single item just to be conservative, get a good estimate on there. So you can't say I'm like overestimating. I'm accounting for the fact I'm taking offers, okay? Ooh, okay, first bins item. This is the best item, and it really doesn't look like anything. It's like nothing. So this is a video game promo hoodie for Elden Ring, and there is like trademark info on here. Usually if I'm buying like band merch or like video game merch, stuff like this, I'm only gonna buy it if there's some sort of like trademark info so that I know that it wasn't just some random like reprint. But so I looked this up, found this exact one. The last one that sold was for $120. So pretty nice. The price of my bins is $2.09 a pound, if you care. After I counted for like all the offers I take, that leaves us with $578.30 in listed value. So when I subtract the fees, that's like final value fee, transaction fees, and then the promoted listing fees, that takes us down to $470.25. Then I did already sell 3 of the items from this haul, so we're gonna have to go ahead and add those back into the totals because the estimated listing value does not include the stuff that I already sold. So this is a very basic piece. It's a little Champion. It's not made in USA or anything, but these sell for like 20 bucks and it's only a couple ounces. So this was nice. Vintage Carolina Panthers. This is from '93. By the way, this was on a Sunday, and we didn't get there until 30 minutes after they opened. So me and my girlfriend were just scraping through the bottoms of the bins, just looking for all the leftovers. This is not like, we weren't like clawing it out with all the crazy rabid people. So after I add in the solds, I sold the Fair Tee pocket t-shirt. I sold the Freeman Sporting Club flannel shirt, and then I sold the Savage Tacticians company, like the camo snap-up shirt. So those sold for 30 bucks for the Freeman's flannel. It was like 33 something for the Faraday shirt, and then 18 bucks for the Savage Tacticians. I took an offer on that. I noticed one of the snaps, like it had like the outer part, but it was missing one piece of the snap, so you couldn't actually snap the bottom one. So I took a little lower offer on that, still made profit. It was like a $9 and some change profit when it was all said and done. So when I add all those sold listings back in, our our number comes back up to $539.57. I still have to deduct the biggest cost, which was the cost of inventory. So just a reminder, the goal was $400. That was the initial goal before I realized I still had my, what do you call it? The things that they call you on the phone for and try to sell you. The extended limited warranty before my warranty, which I have used the warranty enough for it to have covered itself already, and I still have like 40,000 miles left on it, so good purchase for me. Now this is really basic looking. It's Aeropostale hoodie, but it's got the fur lined hood. Not the whole jacket is lined. Inside's normal. It's only the hood that's lined. But these are still selling for like 40 plus. So I'm taking that for sure. It is missing like some of the sequins on here. Like you can see, where are they? Like these yellow spots. That's where some of these little sparkly things have fallen off. But I don't think it matters a whole lot. This is cool. My girlfriend found this. She didn't want it. She gave it to me. A Hard Rock Cafe shirt. All over print. And it was made in Canada, I think. Or maybe it's just for... Oh, I think it's just for the Hard Rock Cafe in Canada. Oh, but it also was made in Canada, so it's still right. Cool. I didn't even look this up. It's probably like a $20 shirt. The Hard Rock stuff, in my experience, doesn't do well, but you know, at the bins, it's a cool shirt. I'm taking it. Okay, so for the inventory cost, ended up being $191.34. So that brought our grand total down to $348.23 in expected profit for the day. That does not meet the $400 goal.
Move this man!
But still pretty decent. You know, I was only, I think it was like 3 hours I was out. I went to 3 stores. So to come home with $350 in profit, not bad. So still super happy with that. And then of course, you know, my actual cost ended up being, what, $193 for all my services. I think I already showed this, but just in case, 193 bucks. So I did cover all my expenses for the day, so I'm still happy. So mission failed, but also mission accomplished. Now here's a couple more items before we say goodbye. We got some LL Bean, what do you call it, these overalls. They're women's.
So I noticed while I was editing how small these are in relation to me, and I went and I double checked, and these are definitely a kid size. So, boo this man again.
This was crazy. Okay, this is the last item I have from the bins in there. So these were just sitting on top. I think someone put these back. These are, I think they're from the 80s, just 501 Levi's. It's got the good tag. This is down. It's like right here when we go inside. So it's gonna be underneath the pocket on the side seam. Levi's, see, made in USA. If you flip that up. So I think these are from 88. For some of the models, the way I was told to find the date is, so this is on the button on the front. If you flip to the back side, there's a number stamped on here. That is the factory code. And then we go to the tag. So my factory code was 653. So I'm gonna go to this label and I find 653 on the tag. And then these two numbers are the year. So I'm not positive if that applies to this this type of tag or not. I think that's how it goes on some of them. Honestly, I don't remember anything about the Levi's ever. Every time I have a vintage pair, I just look it up every time just to make sure I'm right. So I'll make sure I do that before I list these. So honestly, I didn't do a whole lot of comping. Say at least $35. How does that sound? So I don't know. I didn't really care a whole lot as the bins, so hopefully that was fun. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next video.